I'm Charlotte.
And I'm Ashley.
I'm Patrick. We're from Challengers, Comics and Conversation, and this is Chicago Red Eye Geek to Me Comic Shop Tour.
Hello everyone, this is Elliott Serrano for the Chicago Red Eye and Geek to Me, and I'm here today at Challenger Comics with one of the proprietors of Challenger Comics, Patrick. Patrick, thanks for having me.
Elliott, my pleasure. Thanks for being here.
Hey, it's always fun to hang out with folks who love comics, and especially, I say, who put their money where their mouth is. I mean, you've gone and you've opened a business. I especially like what you've called your shop. It's not just the Challenger's comic shop, it's Comics and Conversation. Can you tell me a little bit why you've decided to call it that?
Well, sure. Comic fans are people who traditionally really love the medium that they're a part of, and unfortunately it seems like a lot of people don't have other people in their lives where they can talk to about this stuff. So Challengers is the kind of place that anybody can talk about all the comics they love, anything they like about it, and we're more than willing to offer our opinions on pretty much every comic you read, every TV show you watch, every movie you see, but mainly the comic part of it. We want people to come in and realize that they're able to talk about everything they like or dislike openly here.
Awesome. And so the shop has been around for how long?
We're 8 months old at this point.
And how have you been finding the reception in this area to be to Challengers?
We're in a great area right now. We're right next to the Blue Line. There's a number 49 bus right in front of us, and this neighborhood seemed like it really needed a good comic store. People come in, families come in every day. I used to work downtown, and we weren't used to seeing families. We're getting a lot of kids in, a lot of people who come here as an event day on the weekends. The neighborhood seems really receptive to this.
Great. And what motivated you guys outside of seeing that this area could have used a shop? What said, hey, one morning, I'm going to get up, I'm going to open a comic shop, especially these days when shops tend to be disappearing more than appearing?
Both W. Dow Bush, my co-owner, and I have been in the industry retail-wise for the last almost 18 years. And we were always working for other people, and it was just time to realize that we should work for ourselves. Mm-hmm. You can't only do as much as you want for somebody else before you realize you should do it for yourself. And there's always somebody above you to say, no, we don't like your ideas, we don't want to do this. Opening a store by yourself, there isn't that. It's just the two of us, who argue a lot, by the way, but the result is always, the store is always better for it.
Are you guys anything like Simon Pegg and his buddy in Space?
Yeah, Nick Frost too, yeah, probably, although we would not like the physical comparisons. Mentally, yes.
You've never kicked anybody out of your store for wanting to buy a Jar Jar Binks figure, have you?
Well, we don't do the Star Wars figures, but we probably wouldn't, but we would look down upon them.
You look down upon
them? But not to their face.
Of course not. Well, most discerning comic shop owners know how to be discreet in their contempt, right?
The thing about this store and the thing about comics in general, people love what they love. And if they love something that's terrible that we hate, who are we to say you shouldn't buy it? I mean, you're welcome to have whatever tastes you want. And people are welcome to make fun of me for the stuff I love. I love Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane. I think it's a great book. The new Hellcat series of Marvel is fantastic, and people make fun of me for that. That's cool, because everybody is entitled to like whatever they want. So we're more than happy to judge you.
Did you say Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane isn't like for girls?
Oh, it's for everybody. It's such a great book.
It is a good book. I agree with you there.
We love it so much we got Takeshi Miyazawa to design one of our windows.
Awesome. And what do you think is it outside of the atmosphere that you try to provide? What do you think it is about your shop that kind of sets it apart from others? Why should someone make a special trip to Challengers?
It's tough for me to say because you always sound egotistical no matter what. You can't say, oh, it's because we're so awesome. But we do try to carry a full range of stuff. We have a lot more graphic novels than most of the stores in the city seem to do. We go out of our way to keep trying to find out-of-print stuff and have that available. And we're willing to talk to everybody about whatever it is they're getting. The ChallengersComics.com website is a review site for people to go on, have their own pages, and to be able to post their opinions. And it's for people to discuss what they like, what other people like as well, and for hopefully the customers to tell each other what they should be buying as well. So we're really trying to bring the community aspect back to the comic retail industry, and hopefully that's the draw.
Awesome. Anything going on at Challengers that you'd like to plug? I know right now, as we speak, you've got James Robinson here.
James Robinson right over there doing a signing.
We can't see him because he's way off camera. Maybe we'll catch up with him later.
Plus he's British. I don't know if British people come up on cameras really
No,
well.
they don't.
Like vampires, right?
Yeah, I did a bit with Warren Ellis once. Didn't show up.
It was just
at
a
all.
voice, yeah.
Just a
a
voice.
booming voice and like the sound of whiskey in a glass.
Yeah.
We have something coming up called Christmas Crisis on Tuesday, December 23rd. We're opening at 11 o'clock. We're not closing until 5 o'clock, December 24th. Wow. 30 hours straight. It's going to be, obviously we're going to be selling comics, but it's going to be like a party as well all day. We have an art opening that night with a new stencil spray paint artist named Kevin McPartlin. We're going to be having the open reception for him that night. But it's going to be a giant Christmas party, and we're going to be really, really tired. So anybody, you never know what's going to happen. There'll be snacks, there'll be beverages, adult beverages, childish beverages, all sorts of stuff. And Christmas Crisis.
Cool. And where can people learn more about Challengers?
ChallengersComics.com is the website. We're at 1845 Northwestern, right next to the Blue Line.
So that's where you can find them, folks. And I've got to say, this is a great-looking shop here.
Thanks, Elliott.
If you're looking for a place to buy your comics and a place to talk about them, too, I think you'll find this to be a good place to come to. So that'll be it for this segment. This has been Elliott Serrano for the Chicago Red Eye and Geek to Me on the Comic Shop Tour. I hope to see you again soon.